dog away, was way too hard to stay composed. Fight to see the light of day, all this blood on my clothes. I was tired every day, green light, it's time to go. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Die too young. 100 miles per hour, might crash cause the good die young. Yeah, the good die young. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Die too young. 100 miles per hour, might crash cause the good die young. Yeah, the good die young. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Right back where I left because I know my people needed me. Diamond in the rough, I don't know what it is they see in me. Go down as a legend in my city cause we beat the streets. Trying to spread the wealth around the block, no I can't keep from me. Told me I should leave. I see the bigger picture and it's way bigger than me. Can't be living like a king, but my people need to eat. If I got it, then you got it, we gon' get back on our feet. And I put it on me. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Die too young. 100 miles per hour, might crash cause good die young.
Farmall. 100 years of can-do. 100 years of milestones. 100 years of family. Generation after generation, its legacy lives on. The one for all since 1923.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown. Set to open up their conference matchup between the Upper Sandusky Rams. The Eagles come in at 2-0, beating Northmore 41-34, Crestline 66-24. Upper Sandusky coming off a tough one. They lost 71-58, and you know Coach Winslow wants to rebound off of that.
Yeah, nobody wants to start out the season with an 0-2 record, so Coach Winslow's going to, and it's tough coming on the road to Colonel Crawford right off the bat. As you said earlier, I mean, this is a great home court advantage here at Mac Morrison Arena. So, Coach Winslow's focus right now is to get off to a good start, like I said earlier. Keep Colonel Crawford going on some runs, and then after that, maybe open it up a little bit. I think Crawford is going to want to slow it down a little bit, where I think Cupper's going to want to get it up and down the court with their athletes.
Let's go ahead and run down tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting team, the Upper Sandusky Rams. Wearing number 2, standing 6'5", senior Holden Barris. Wearing number 4, standing 5'10", junior Justin Heilman. A 6'1" guard, junior number 11, Brock Montgomery. 6'3", number 20, sophomore Justin Heilman. And in the middle, senior, standing 6 feet 2 inches tall, number 30, Parker Osborne. Of course, Upper Sandusky led by longtime head coach Jeff Winslow, assisted by Eric Romich. For Colonel Crawford, starting at guard, a junior, 5'10" number 3, Logan Goddard. Number 5, senior, 6'2", Trevor Vogt. A junior, 6'2", number 23, Caden Bruner. Wearing number 25, senior, 6 foot, Ryan McMichael. And in the middle, the big fella, sophomore, 6'5", number 33, Payne DeGray. 95% full here at Colonel Crawford High School. The student section clearing the floor, one of the longest tunnels you'll see in north central Ohio. In the center circle,
I'll tell you what.
Darius, and it is not Payne, is that Trevor? No, McMichael. Ryan McMichael will jump it up. Upper Sandusky in their traveling black uniforms trimmed in orange. Colonel Crawford in their home whites with the maize trim. Ball in the air, and we are underway here in North Robinson. Controlled in the backcourt by Vogt. A little surprising there. Thought Darius might win that jump ball, John. Head of the key, Vogt gonna tee it up. Vogt opens up the scoring with a triple.
Upper Sandusky didn't get out and get a hand in his face, and Vogt had the wide open shot, knocked it in.
Upper basketball trailing here in the first quarter, 3-0, their first possession of the ball game. Spinning inside, it is Heilman. Heilman gets rid of it now. Montgomery works head of the key. Montgomery between the circles, feeds over to Darius on the right wing.
Times on the offensive end and got wide open threes.
Answer on the other end. Here we go. Justin Heilman. I got your 3 in my back pocket. 6-5, 5:54 to go first quarter. Vogt works between the circles. Darius all over him. He goes to the floor. They're battling. Vogt able to clear it though. Gets over to Goddard. Goddard picked up by Heilman. Near side, McMichael able to battle. Darius, he's pumped up, but it's going to be Crawford ball. And quickly to the bench, they go to Cayman Isles. Gives a little bit more size for Upper.
Isles has experience coming in from last year. Coming off the bench this year, Coach Winslow has him come off the bench.
Ball into McMichael. McMichael on the left point, now gives off to Vogt. Darius right there ready for anything. Feeds over McMichael, left elbow. McMichael steps behind the arc. Vogt, heat check time, too strong. Offensive rebound, tipped out of bounds. And we're gonna stay with Crawford.
They got the taller Holden Darius on Trevor Vogt here to start the game. Maybe get a hand in Vogt's face, make it a little tougher for him to shoot that ball.
Holden, very long, lanky, can run like a deer.
Very athletic player. Excellent tennis player in the spring for the Upper Sandusky Rams tennis team. Very athletic.
Payne on the inbound. Payne feeds over to McMichael, or no, excuse me, that's Bruner. Bruner looking for some help, finds McMichael. McMichael in no man's land, gonna get rid of it, out to Vogt. Coach Sheldon yelling from the bench, gonna reset it. 4:55 in the first quarter. Goddard on the right wing, gets a screen from Payne. Not a lot of effort in that screen.
Upper Sandusky's turning up the defensive pressure here now.
Really denying, but Vogt dribbles in and able to score it from the elbow. Vogt's got 5.
Upper went for the steal out front, got burnt. The open man found the 2-point shot.
Swung over left side. Montgomery, now to Darius. Darius gonna go up on McMichael and scores in the paint.
Darius is a matchup problem for the Eagles right now inside with his athletic ability and quick release. And he's a little bit taller than the Eagles defenders.
He's gonna be a matchup problem for anybody in the N10. Anytime you find a 6'4", 6'5" guard with that athleticism, that's a tough matchup.
And you look how long his arms are. He has very long wingspan.
Crawford ball here in the first quarter, 8-7, Eagles on top. Bruner gonna hand off to DeGray. DeGray drives in, lost it, out to Goddard. Goddard gonna shoot the 3, almost banked it in. Offensive rebound, Bruner, he's fouled. Student section loves it. Bruner gonna try and extend the lead.
That's exactly what Coach Winslow doesn't want to happen. Second chance opportunities for the Eagles on the glass. Get to the foul line.
I apologize. It's McMichael, 25, not 23, Caden Bruner. And McMichael knocks in the first free throw.
First foul of the first quarter here, and with the new rule change that I just found out about.
Certainly want to reiterate that.
Yeah, the 5 fouls per quarter, no 1-on-1, so it's something new this year.
Eagles sub in number 21, that's Connor McMichael. Second free throw also good for Ryan. Rams in a hurry up the floor. Heilman, head of the key, feeds near side in the corner, now back to the top. That's Montgomery. Oh, NBA range, 3, banks it in! Friday night, the teller is still hanging out. 10-10.
Good start for Upper Sandusky here, keeping it 10-10 here in 3 minutes to go. Exactly what Coach Winslow wants to do. He'll take that 3 off the bank any day, though.
She's still cashing checks late at night. Here's Connor, top side, lobs down low. Payne getting physical inside, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. It'll be the Eagles out of bounds underneath.
Foul was on Parker Osborne. Tried to chest up to Gray, didn't give him a chance to come down with the ball.
Crawford brings in Lucas Foy, he'll inbound. Connor cuts across, now they go to the corner to Vogt. Vogt gonna try and baseline, and he traveled with it. What do you think about that? Longtime official, John. It didn't really look like he took off before he dribbled, but.
I tell you, right, you have 3 of the best officials on. I know all 3 of these gentlemen, Ty and Troy Newsom and Tom Priestman. So I'm going to, I know working with these guys in the past, they're all 3 strong officials. All 3 have worked state tournament games. So I'll go to their judgment on that one.
And I'll trust you on that. 10-10 here in the first quarter, 2:57 to go here in North Robinson. Ball comes in. Immediately back to Holden Darris, who walks between the circles, then hands off to Heilman. Back to Darris, back to Heilman, pump the 3. Tight defense played. McMichael, Heilman underneath, nice dish. Oh, couldn't finish at the rack. Osborne's off the mark. Rebound to Connor McMichael. Here come the Eagles. Connor steps inside, Foy outside, Rainmaker, no good. Soaring in for the rebounds, Holden Darris.
I don't think that's the shot Coach Sheldon wanted. Real
Darris
quick.
sprinting down, hoop, and the harm. Darris goes right through the Eagle defense, and he puts the Rams up 12-10. He'll try and make it a 3-point game. Logan Goddard back in for Lucas Foy.
I'm sure Coach Sheldon's going to talk to Trevor or to Lucas Foy about that shot he took. It was a little bit quick, and then gave Darris a chance to beat the defense down the floor for a 3-point play.
Talk about high intensity. 13-10 here in the first quarter, 2:15 to go. Vogt gonna try and work it across. Upper trying to trap him in the backcourt, and Coach Sheldon, he didn't call a timeout, but the official's gonna give it to him. Well, sometimes you want the official to give you the benefit of the doubt there. Try and bail him out. He thought that Coach Sheldon was trying to give his kids a break. Instead, it's going to be Eagle ball. They'll re-inbound, and Vogt will work man-to-man against Brock Montgomery. Timeline into the forward court between the rings. Vogt stops, sends near side McMichael. McMichael drives in, stops on the block, shut down by the double team. Kick back out, here's Goddard on the right point. Goddard working with the left hand, goes between the rings. Goddard stops inside the circle, now bounce back out to Connor McMichael. Connor working with a minute 40. Payne tops, head of the key. Payne holding against Osborne. Now near side Vogt, extra pass down low, trying to step through the defense. Pump fake, put it up, put it in. Connor McMichael, 6-man, gets in the scoring column, 13-12 Rams. Montgomery now gives off to Darris. Back and forth we go here in the first quarter. This first 7 minutes worth the price of admission, John.
Yeah, they just got number 4, Justin Hellman, on an illegal screen underneath the basket there, trying to force his way in to get a position. Both coaches here subbing a little bit early in the first quarter, trying to keep fresh players in. I don't think Upper Sandusky goes as deep, though, on the bench as they have in the past. Either does Colonel Crawford, though. So both coaches going to be smart early in the game, get their players some rest.
Sophomore Jake Cochran checks in, and he works head of the key on the right wing. Cochran has it tipped out off his own hand. Heilman able to deflect it off of Cochran and out of bounds. Upper with the ball back. Here comes Cayman Isles.
It's tough to come off the bench right away, get that kind of pressure. And then, you'd have a turnover on the play.
Put pressure on the sophomore. They get a good result there. 13-12 Ram ball and Ram lead. Heilman gives off. Montgomery drives inside off the window. No. Vogt soars for it. Comes down with it. Here we go up the floor. Kick near side. Back to Vogt on the left point. Inside. 35 down to 25 in the quarter. Man-to-man deep by the Rams. They've played great help side so far.
Now you got Montgomery on Vogt out front.
Vogt looking for an opening. Coach Sheldon calling out the play. Down to 10. Vogt has a screen from McMichael. Switch off. Now down to Cochran. Little floater on the baseline. No. Backside rebound, and that'll do it for the first quarter. It doesn't go. And the Rams take quarter number 1. 13-12 in an N10 rivalry game. We'll take a timeout. It's the Burkhart Farm Center Game of the Week on WQEL 92.7 FM and online audio with the OH Report. We'll be back.
Farmall. 100 years of can-do. 100 years of milestones. 100 years of family. Generation after generation, its legacy lives on. The one for all since 1923.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with a kick return touchdown.
Feed to Cayman Isles, going to put it at work on Kane to Gray, high off the window, and Isles. Nice move, faked the inside, went baseline, and Isles off the window and in.
Peyton DeGray had good defense on Isles, but Isles just made a nice left-handed move off the glass.
So the Rams make it a 15-12 lead, 7:39 to go first half. DeGray, McMichael, Goddard, Bruner, Vogt. Darris picks up Vogt in the backcourt, feeds into Goddard in the corner. Far side, Goddard in trouble, and
stepped out of bounds.
He put himself there, stepped out of bounds.
Got caught in the corner and moved his foot and hit the out of bounds line, which is easy to do over here on a small court.
Here come the Rams. Heilman, head of the key, gives off Darris. Montgomery cuts through, nothing for Darris, back to the basket. Now he's going to drive in. Shut down by McMichael, going to bring it back out top. Swing it over Montgomery, picked up by Goddard. There's a little bit of a mismatch there. Over to Isles. Isles going to pump it. Why not? Shoot it. Almost hit it. Southpaw, no good.
It was all right, I think, to take the shot, but the problem was Upper didn't have anybody in for the rebound. And
here's Bruner. Swings over to Goddard. In and out from three. Could have been a push on the rebound, but Isles out with it for Upper. Able to clear it. Rams in a hurry. Montgomery into the corner. Three on the way. No. Payne to Gray, backside on the glass. Both coaches out of their box screaming. And now we're going to get a blocking foul and give him the Emmy. Justin Heilman trying to sell it. Back in for the Rams, Parker Osborne. Heilman will go to the bench. 15-12, 6:32 to go in the half.
They're going to make Boat earn it tonight, I think. Boat hadn't seen this kind of defensive pressure yet this year, I believe, and they're going to make him earn everything he gets.
Talk about a scouting report. I'm sure these are some of the most in-depth ones each coach is going to put out on the season. Boat drives in with the left hand. The jump stop, able to knife his way, split the defense and score. Boat's got 7, 15-14 Rams. Osborne, head of the key. Over to Darris. Darris, topside Montgomery. He can shoot it. He will shoot it. No. And Payne to Gray out with it for the Eagles.
I'd like to see Upper get back into holding Darris posted up inside.
He's a mismatch. He's a mismatch no matter who picks him up.
In his athletic ability inside, exactly, he's going to get a good shot. And they've gotten away from that here in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Bruner feeds to Gray. Oh, what a finish. DeGray had to alter his shot, but able to get it to go.
That was a weight room, too, there. He bullied his way
exactly
through and to get the bucket.
Try and answer on the other end. In and out from 3. Clipped. And it's going to be Upper ball. Eagles lead at 16-15.
That's 4 straight possessions that the Rams have shot a 3-pointer. And maybe show a little bit more patience. Like I said, and work that ball inside to Isles and Darris.
Connor McMichael back in for the Eagles. Inbounding underneath Montgomery. Cutting backside, can't get it to him. Montgomery still looking. Lob pass picked off by Connor. Connor McMichael feeds off to Vogt, and Vogt's going to walk it across the timeline into the forward court. Splits the circles. Over to Connor on the left wing. Gets a ball screen from his brother. Now Payne to Gray, head of the key, Goddard, back to McMichael, pick and roll. Payne in a triple team, has to get rid of it, in some trouble. Now to Connor. Connor in a double team. He's on the low block, needs some help. Oh, the Upper Faithful wanted to travel. Not there. Upper able to clear it. Crawford able to clear it. 4:45 first half. Payne feeding down low, threw it into traffic and picked off. Justin Heilman jumps in front. Isles in the corner near side. Montgomery, they'll swing it around the horn. Parker Osborne, 3, no. Payne to Gray collects.
Coach Winslow, I wouldn't think, looking at him, his body right now, his demeanor is not real happy with their offensive sets right now. They're not getting any second chance buckets. One shot and they're out.
Not working it inside, not working through the progression of the offense. And now a foul is going to be called against number 2, Holden Darris. And a timeout by Jeff Winslow of Upper Sandusky. Winslow taking his first, will do the same. 16-15, Crawford by 1 here in the second quarter, 4:09 to go before the Ken Standings Team halftime show. We'll be back on WQEL.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Over the last 7 years, been one of the best matchups in the state. Call me crazy, but it has been. You go through the numbers. They've been to overtime. It's been 1-point games. Splitting through the season. Here's Vogt splitting the defense, and Vogt with the Euro step scores it.
Colonel Crawford starting to dictate the game right now on I believe, a 6-0 run here.
Osborne in the corner, back out front. Brock Montgomery gonna drive in, nice feed, backside to Isles, denied. Get out of here. Blocked by Ryan McMichael. Here comes McMichael, gonna attack Isles on the other end, out to Goddard. Goddard picked up by Montgomery, spin move on the right point, bounces back out to Vogt with 3:10 to go first half. Vogt with a long pivot, now gonna work with the left hand, couple and done. Connor McMichael back to Vogt on the handoff. Vogt gets a ball screen from Payne. Pick and roll's not there. Vogt keeps it alive, tips it out. That's Ryan McMichael. Ryan back to Trevor. Coach Sheldon really wants him to work it through here. Get a good shot, leading by 3. Goddard, though, gonna trigger the triple. Oh, goodness! Pray for rain, and he got it.
That was a Steph Curry kind of a three-point shot there.
Catch and shoot through the rafters. Darris, though, answers on the other side.
Really nice drop step by Holden Darris there. A lot of people would think that's a travel, but it's not. It's an excellent drop step by Darris.
Eagles pushing it up. Here's Ryan McMichael. Got to the block, and off the window and in. McMichael's got 4. Lob backside. McMichael sprints in, swats it away. What a game here from North Robinson. Substitutions in, number 4, Justin Heilman for Upper. Lucas Foy, Jake Cochran for the Eagles.
Trevor Vogt getting a brief rest here for the Eagles. I don't think he'll be on the bench long. I think Coach Sheldon wants to get him a blow here.
Eagles leading this quarter 11-4. They've outscored the Rams. They lead it 23-17. Near side, Heilman. Down low, Isles gonna step by Payne. Payne altered it just enough. Isles has got to finish that one, John.
Yeah, that's the second one that Isles has missed when he's had a good look at the bucket.
Foy in some trouble. Gets up to Cochran. Cochran sprints up with the left hand, stops on the left point. Out to Foy, they'll swing it around. McMichael one and done with the right hand. Finds Connor in the corner. Connor splits the double team, drives inside, pump fakes the pass, put it up, no. Payne battling, oh! Weight room finish.
DeGray just took that ball away with his strength, laid it in.
On the other end, a foul on the floor. Coach Sheldon furious.
I think
he's only bald because he pulled his hair out.
I think Coach Sheldon just getting a little excited there. I think it was a good call. But Coach Sheldon hadn't said a whole lot. I think he just wants to let the officials know he's still around.
How can you forget?
I think he learned that trick from a guy by the name of Rob Sheldon.
Yeah. Inbound from Upper. Comes in. Oh, Payne got a hand on it. Blocked Osborne's shot. Here comes the Eagles, and we'll get a foul in the front court. In the quarter as well, Crawford leading the rebounding 10-3. That's a big factor, John.
And a lot of it's because the Rams have come down and shot a quick 3, and that had nobody in good defensive or good offensive rebounding position. They're 8 points down last minute of the first half here. I'd look for Coach Sheldon to either play for a layup or to hold the ball, take that lead into the locker room.
60 seconds to go first half. Inbound into Cochran. Cochran going against Wyatt Taylor. Taylor a fresh sub for the Rams. Over to McMichael, down to 45. McMichael, head of the key, one and done with the right hand. McMichael looking for help, finds Connor McMichael. Connor gonna drive in left side. Goes up, oh, offensive foul. Cayman Isles was set up on the block. Connor McMichael doesn't like it. He's got something to say. And a little strut after that, and the officials keeping a close eye on what he's got to say.
Yeah, McMichael was just a little bit out of control there.
Yeah.
Didn't go up vertical, went into the basket. Isles had good defensive position.
Ram ball, 30 seconds. Here comes Holden Darris. Steps across the timeline into the forward court. Darris gonna work it out front.
very important possession here for Upper going into halftime.
25-17, Crawford with the lead. Coach Winslow calling it out, and they're going to get Cochran for the foul. Montgomery tried to sell it as he was shooting, but he was a good 40 feet from the hoop.
With the new rule with the fouls, you know, that might have been a little bit of a giveaway foul there because they only makes 3 team fouls for him.
Montgomery to inbound, slaps it. Darris cutting near side, goes into Isles with 8, and Isles definitely traveled, and he did.
That's not the person you want to throw the ball into in that situation. Give credit to Colonel Crawford for forcing them to get the ball to Isles and then making him travel.
Yeah, big fella not ready for that. 7.5. Sprinting up. Here comes Vogt. Vogt across the timeline. Vogt down low. Lobs. No, what a pass to Payne! And Payne to Gray put it off the window and in. Eagles fans jacked up as we close out the first half. They got a 10-point lead, 27-17. Trevor Vogt, the athleticism, all on display right there. Blew right by 4 defenders, elevated about 8 feet from the rim, but found his guy. Camping down low, Payne to Gray, and the physicality of Payne. His shot wasn't going to be altered, went right off the glass and in.
Great job by Vogt keeping his head up, knowing what time he had left on the clock. Didn't panic, got the ball to DeGray. DeGray didn't panic, laid it in. Colonel Crawford takes momentum going into halftime now.
27-17, Colonel Crawford with the lead here at home in the N10 Conference Opener. You're listening to the Burkhart Farm Center Game of the Week on WQEL 92.7 FM, WQEL.com. We'll be back with the Ken Stallings Team Halftime Show right after this.
Farmall. 100 years of can-do. 100 years of milestones. 100 years of family. Generation after generation, its legacy lives on. The one for all since 1923.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
WQEL 92.7 FM and WQEL.com. It's the Burkhart Farm Center Game of the Week here from North Robinson. N10 season opener between the Colonel Crawford Eagles and the Upper Sandusky Rams. And you're listening to the Ken Standing Seam Halftime Show, brought to you by Ken and Matt Studer at Ken Standing Seam. Phone Matt today at 419-544-6275. You need a new roof, no matter what the need is. Commercial, residential, pool buildings, new homes, existing homes. Ken and Matt Studer have the roof for you, personalized for your home. It's like they're never there. And you have a brand new roof that's going to last a lifetime. Phone Matt Studer today, 419-544-6275. Let's real quick run down first half scoring. Holden Darris with 7, Justin Heilman with 3, Brock Montgomery with 3, Parker Osborne with 2, Cayman Isles with 2. For Crawford, Logan Goddard with 6, Trevor Vogt with 9, Brian McMichael 4, Payne DeGray 6, and Connor McMichael 2. John, that second quarter was so big for Colonel Crawford. It was 13-12 to close out the first quarter, but they really got to jump on things in the second.
Yeah, I think the difference was Upper Sandusky became impatient on offense, took some quick threes.
Four straight, Kent.
Right, and then they missed a couple inside shots that I bet they like to have back that they normally would make, where the Eagles came down, were patient, worked hard, got the ball inside, and to DeGray, made some nice strong moves inside. McMichael, and then Goddard hitting a couple threes, and both with his athletic ability cutting inside was the difference in that second quarter. And again, where did Holden Darris go the second quarter? The first quarter he was very active inside, matchup problem for the Eagles. Second quarter seemed like Upper forgot about him. They need to go back to that here in the third quarter if they're going to stay close.
Third quarter coming up right after this on WQEL.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Colonel Crawford turning it over as we join you in the third quarter. Now Ram ball with 7:35 to go. Montgomery round the horn, goes over to Darris. Back head of the key to Justin Heilman. Back to Heilman. Heilman head of the key, gonna launch it. No good, rebound hits the floor. McMichael grabs it for Crawford. Again, John, they go with the three there.
All five players were out on the perimeter. They didn't really have a post up. They had a good look at the three. They just didn't hit it.
Vogt gives way to Caden Bruner. Out to Ryan McMichael. McMichael, top side. McMichael, one and done with the right hand. Down low, Vogt. Vogt skips over Goddard. Goddard unloads, almost hit it, but no good. Rebound to Parker Osborne for Upper. Upper sprinting up the floor. Heilman, Darris, transition three, leaned into it too much. Payne DeGray, oh, what a job by tipping it to himself.
Nice job by DeGray there. He's shown a lot more athletic ability since last year. He worked hard this summer in the gym, and he's really being a force in the inside for the Eagles.
Vogt keeping the defender at bay, gives rid of it to Bruner. Bruner back to Vogt, near side in the corner. Vogt sizes him up, shoots it, no. Payne again tips it to himself. Payne DeGray keeps the possession alive, goes back up the window. No good, but he's got the foul. Payne DeGray to the free throw line. Back-to-back possessions, John, where the big kid inside, just a sophomore, but the basketball IQ to tip it to himself perfectly.
That was an effort rebound there, and to get to the line. Parker Osborne had good position on him. He just is smaller, and DeGray used his size to go up and get the ball, and his aggressiveness. Now he missed the first one here. He just got knocked in some foul shots.
Cayman Isles checks in for Osborne. And Payne misses both. Rebound down to Heilman of Upper. Heilman up the floor, feeding Darris on the block. Darris spins with the left hand, now back out Heilman. Pumps, shoots it. Heilman left it well short. Air ball. And the student section going to let him hear about it.
You know what happens too is since Upper Sandusky has gone cold from the floor, that starts working on your confidence a little bit. You start, instead of shooting the ball naturally, you start guiding it and short arming it, and that's what happened there.
Getting a little desperate trailing by 10, 27-17. Here are the Eagles. Payne, power dribble, goes up with the left hand and a little touch over the front of the rim. Payne to Gray now with 8.
And I'm sure in his scouting report, Coach Winslow wasn't looking for DeGray to be so active on the offensive end. He knew defensively and on the board he was going to be tough, but scoring-wise, he didn't understand. I don't think he believed it.
Nice move by Heilman there to get around DeGray and score it. He's got 5, 29-19 with 5:05 to go third quarter. Vogt bounce pass center of the floor. McMichael across the timeline. McMichael goes with the left hand, going to drive all the way. Goes extra pass to Payne to Gray, and Payne to Gray in double figures. What a feed by Ryan McMichael. He could have easily went up with that himself. Instead, unselfishly goes backside to Payne to Gray cutting. Payne's got 10, and it's 31-19. Timeout, Jeff Winslow and the Rams. We'll do the same. You're listening to WQEL 92.7 FM.
Farmall. 100 years of can-do. 100 years of milestones. 100 years of family. Generation after generation, its legacy lives on. The one for all since 1923.
Bringing you the phone board show back at station control. 31-19.
Who's the referee in that matchup?
You can be if you want.
No, that's all right. Both of those gentlemen I know real well, and that'll be an interesting phone board. Ben, make sure you listen to that one.
Absolutely. I'll be back in studio. John, you're more than welcome to come back as well, buddy. Upper ball out of the timeout. 4:35 to go third quarter. Darris has it slapped away, taken by Goddard. Active hands there.
That's coaching by Coach Sheldon and his staff, keeping your hands active.
Vogt to Connor, now to Ryan. Ryan McMichael drives inside, stops on the block, pivots. Kind of in no man's land, needs some help. Gets it to Connor. Connor looks to drive with the right hand, back out. Goddard open for 3, corner pocket. Oh, in and out. Halfway through the cylinder and it popped out. Kept alive by Heilman. Here come the Rams. Heilman drives in. Now they'll swing it around. Darris, 3 ball. Darris, bottom of the net. Big shot there by Holden Darris. 31-22. Rams not done.
I'm sure Coach Sheldon wasn't very happy with Darris being so wide open on the wing. Somebody lost their man on that.
Vogt looking to drive, and we'll get a hand check on Brock Montgomery. Montgomery pleading his case that Vogt slapping his arm away. But offensive guy probably going to get the benefit of the doubt on there.
That's a point of emphasis, putting your hands out, impeding the movement to the basket by the offensive player.
McMichael keeping his pivot foot on the inbound. Now trying to drive in on Isles. Little left-hand hook doesn't go. Heilman had it, then slapped away up to Darris. Darris gonna move. Darris all the way down. Darris finishing at the rack.
And that's what you look for from your senior, 3-year letter winner. That's the kind of play you look for from him right now. He needs to take over the offensive end for the Rams.
Holden back-to-back buckets on the Rams side. 31-24 Crawford. Defensive struggle here in North Robinson. Connor steps in the paint, now gonna step back outside the arc, feeds off to Vogt. Vogt picked up by Darris, sizing the defender. Vogt drives inside, floater up, no good. Tipped around, it's out of bounds, and it's Rams ball.
So now the Eagles are missing a couple nice looking looks like Upper did there in the second quarter.
Almost feeling like the Eagles are falling back on their heels now. Rams the aggressor.
I'd like to see the Rams keep going to Darris.
Spinning on the block. Back out Isles. Now Heilman drives in. Heilman off the window. Oh, just missed it, but he's going to go to the line. Not a lot of shots from the stripe tonight, John, and neither team, well, really, they've just been kept on the perimeter. Good defense.
Yeah, both teams are sagging a little bit off their man inside, trying to limit the drives to the basket.
Upper 1 for 1 on the line. Crawford 2 for 4, and Heilman drops his first.
It's been a well-played game, really, for early in the season. Both teams playing hard, officials letting them play through some things. It's been a really a great game to watch so far.
Heilman splits the pair, rebound down to Trevor Vogt.
There's a great effort by DeGray there. Darris had the rebound. DeGray never gave up, slapped it out to one of his players.
Eagle basketball with 2:10 to go, third quarter. Vogt near side in the corner, head of the key. Goddard catch and shoot. 3-ball, get some, young fella. Logan Goddard, his third 3 of the night. Vogt with the assist, and it's 34-25, back to a 9-point lead. They go to the floor, battling, and it's going to be jump ball, upper ball.
I think the Colonel Crawford player was laying out of bounds. His foot was. That's what I think they called him out of bounds. But it was a great hustle play by number 2 for the, I think it was 2.
Yeah. Very few have a catch and release quicker than Goddard.
No. It was number 5, Goddard, or number 5, Trevor Vogt.
Tipped away, taken by McMichael. Connor with the steal. Eagles up the floor. Vogt gonna spin inside. Ooh, got away with one, I think.
Yeah, I think he got away with a travel there.
Back outside, Trevor. Now on the left elbow. Ryan McMichael had it slapped away briefly. Now it's gonna be Heilman with the takeaway. Running a 2-on-3. Heilman splits inside. Oh, he threw it wide of Isles and out of bounds. Missed opportunity for the Rams.
Bad turnover by the Rams, kind of out of sync there, kind of got too big of a hurry, made a bad pass. The Eagles, they got to understand when they got the ball, there's certain players to handle the ball, certain players to pass the ball. McMichael that time was too much dribbling and got himself into trouble.
Lucas Foy in for Crawford. Parker Osborne in for Upper. Vogt crossing the timeline, goes right wing, McMichael. Vogt gonna post up, couldn't get it to him. They'll swing it over to Foy on the left point. Foy in a mismatch against Isles. Backdoor pass, Payne. Oh, offensive foul. Payne lowered the shoulder. Parker Osborne gets the ovation as he was set up and draws the charge.
Yeah, it was
Coach Sheldon doesn't like it.
It was a good move by DeGray. Just Osborne got good position, took one right in the chin there. He was feeling it there, but you can't fault DeGray for trying to take it to the hoop.
Final 50 of the third quarter, 34-25 Crawford. Darris out top Isles. And now off the ball whistle. And they are going to get...
Foy was holding.
Yeah, Lucas Foy holding.
He was holding Montgomery, not letting him try to get out from underneath. Upper Sandusky cannot afford to trade possessions, though, with baskets. They got to make some progress in getting into that 9-point lead and right now. And trading baskets not going to help them being down 9 points.
Looks like Winslow wants him to keep it for the final shot. 28 seconds to go in the third. Heilman steps inside, backdoor. Osborne put into the student section by Payne DeGray. It's the Red Sea here at Colonel Crawford, and Payne just tried to split them.
DeGray's played an excellent floor game, both on the offensive and defensive end tonight. And I'm sure Coach Sheldon hasn't really sat him either. He hasn't got much of a break because he's playing such a great game inside.
The sophomore. And going the other way. Did
I think he called
Darris lower the shoulder? I guess. Oh, he hooked him.
He hooked him. I was going to say, I think he got him for a hook inside.
Good call by the official.
That's
a lot of guys will let that go.
That's a veteran move by Holden Harris there.
Yeah,
he's been
try
playing
and get
4
away
years.
with what you can.
Yes. Now Colonel Crawford has a chance to get the last shot here.
Foy trying to avoid pressure, gets it across the timeline with 9. Connor McMichael in some trouble. Now to Vogt. Trevor crossing over right to left, lobs up, doesn't get the roll, and we go to the fourth. 34-25, Crawford leading by 9 at home. Fourth quarter coming up on WQEL 92.7 FM, WQEL.com. One of the lower scoring games between these two, John, but certainly equally as competitive. We'll be back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
On with you tonight here on WQEL from Colonel Crawford. N10 season opener between the Rams and the Eagles. Upper will start the fourth with the basketball. Heilman over to Montgomery, now to Darris, back to Isles. Isles on the left wing. Isles walks it with the right hand, stops head of the key. Handoff to Justin. Shot up, no good. Payne to Gray on the glass. And Payne unofficially has 8.
And again, no second chance opportunities for the Rams. One shot for Upper that possession.
Vogt spinning out front. Trevor looking for an opening, comes near side to Payne to Gray, guarded by Darris. Payne lost the dribble out of bounds. And it's going to be Upper ball. Nobody to blame but himself on there. That's not the guy you really want to, you don't want to attack with Payne, especially when you're guarded by Holden Darris.
You want to get him posted up and get him the ball where he can make a drop step move or use his size and strength.
Justin Heilman out top. Heilman between the legs, working against Bruner. Blocked underneath, Payne again. Now Isles trying to go up with the left hook. Isles with the touch gets it to go. DeGray, though, with block number 2. 34-27 with 6.5 to play. Now pocket picked. Montgomery to Heilman, 3-on-1. Darris at the rack, able to score it. Justin Heilman with the assist. Montgomery with the pick, and a timeout by Coach Sheldon. Just like that, it's a 5-point game. 2-possession ball game here in North Robinson, 34-29. 6:21 to go, we'll be back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
On tonight here from Crawford, Eagles leading at 34-29, but a late push now by the Rams. It's a two-possession ball game, John.
Yeah, it was a good timeout by Coach Sheldon. They're doing a little bit too much dribbling, not enough passing. And Upper Sandusky got quick hands, made a couple steals here, and cut the lead to 5 points.
Looks like Upper's gone to a zone. Vogt trying to split, can't do it. Kick out Goddard again, no this time. Long rebound, collected by the Rams. Josh Heilman grabs it. Montgomery drives in, has it stripped away, out of bounds. Some contact there by both Ryan McMichael and Payne DeGray, but officials letting them play it out.
Well, I think they did get a foul on the shot there. The outside official came in and made the call.
Okay, so we'll change it.
So Montgomery is getting the line. Montgomery has held to 3 points so far, and that's below, I'm sure, what Coach Winslow would like to see out of Montgomery, being a returning letter winner, 2-year letter winner.
4-0 run to open up the quarter. Make it 5 as Montgomery makes his first free throw.
And the key here is the clock stopped. So Upper can cut into the lead with the clock stop.
Second one up, no good, but an offensive rebound kept alive by Justin Heilman. Big time board, now drives in, up and over Payne DeGray, left side of the rack, and scores it.
We got ourselves a ball game here.
They put it on the wrong side.
Yeah, they got
It's 34-31. McMichael, left point. Isles all over. McMichael bounces over to Connor. Connor McMichael, not a vote. Trevor looks to drive. Oh, that could have went either way, John.
I think there was a block first and then a push off after the initial foul, but you're right. The arm did go flying out when Vogt got contact there. Very lucky.
So I correct myself, 34-32 with the free throw. Into the backcourt, Vogt looking to sprint ahead. Vogt driving in, down low, DeGray. Pump fake, oh, what a beauty, and able to score it.
Nice job by DeGray, not traveling either. Easy to do that on a pump face, move that pivot foot.
36-32. Isles, out top Montgomery. Steps in, now steps back beyond the arc. Drives in, high off the window, no good. Long rebound, grabbed by McMichael. Here comes Vogt and the Eagles. Vogt steps inside, kick out. Connor back to Vogt, thought about the three. Now elbow J instead. That's off the mark, tipped around, out of bounds. Ram ball. 36-32 with 4:39 to go. Eagles with 3 timeouts, Rams with 4. Heilman lets it roll in.
Good time for Upper Sandusky here. Coach Winslow setting up a play here from the sidelines.
Josh Heilman gives off to Darris. Holden on the left elbow, now to Isles. Isles giving all sorts of room.
McMichael has done a really good job on holding Darris since the first quarter. And again, except for that little spurt in the third quarter, Darris has been silent, really.
Baseball pass down low. Isles goes up on DeGray. No call. Another block by DeGray, but the Rams keep possession. Heilman to Darris. Darris pumps the baseline, drives in. Floater at the rack, no good. Isles soars in. Oh, they're going to get a foul, but Isles simply climbed the back of his own guy. What are they going to call here?
I think you're getting 21.
You're right.
Yep, 21 for Colonel Crawford, Connor McMichael. I believe he pushed the Upper Sandusky player into his own player there. That's why that looked bad there.
Rams lead the quarter in scoring 7-2.
Fouls aren't an issue so far in the fourth quarter. 2 for the Eagles and 1 for the Rams.
Looks like the Rams will box in the paint, and the Eagles are going to stay man-to-man.
Maybe get the ball to Holden Darris here, posted up inside this time.
Look for a back cut. Montgomery to inbound. Brock far side of the key. Back to the Crawford student section. They cut across. Heilman not there on the back cut. Instead they go to Isles. Isles in a one-on-one. Goes baseline on Payne. Pump fake up. Hoop and the harm. And he flexes on him. Isles fired up, and he can make it a one-point game with a free throw.
He got DeGray playing defense from the side instead of from the front, where he could use his height, and that's exactly, and that's going to be a foul every time.
Isles, the lefty, lets it go. No good. Still a two-point ball game, 36-34. Ryan McMichael with the rebound. Sheldon screaming for it, gets the timeout with 3:44 to go in the ball game, 36-34 here from Crawford. N10 season opener on WQEL 92.7 FM, WQEL.com.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Josh Stallings, John Suppan with you here from Colonel Crawford High School. N10 conference opener between the Eagles and the Rams. Quite the third quarter. Started out 34-25, or excuse me, fourth quarter. Started out 34-25, now 36-34. Crawford clinging to a two-point lead. McMichael back outside. Now it's Ryan McMichael, spins into the key. In some trouble. Oh, I think he switched his pivot foot, John. No call. Down to Connor. Connor at the rack, able to finish. I think he got away with one there, 38-34. Cayman Isles, head of the key. Isles back over. Now to Josh Heilman. Isles now on the right elbow. Justin drives inside. Shot altered, and now a foul on the rebound. It'll be Eagle ball.
Heilman had got inside with the trees. DeGray and McMichael, and he just had Alder shot in out of frustration, foul on the rebound.
Into the ball game for Upper, number 30, Parker Osborne.
They lost size there for athletic ability. I think they're going to put a little bit more pressure on the Eagles ball handlers here.
Here they go, try and trap in the backcourt. Gets up to McMichael. Now to Goddard on the left point. Back to Vogt, head of the key. Vogt jabs with the left foot. Has his dribble. Picked up tightly by Brock Montgomery. Wants to drive. Looking for something. Goes behind the back. Now Vogt maybe just trying to kill some clock here. Certainly some battles between these two, and now a jump ball. Crawford has the arrow.
I don't think Coach Sheldon wants to delay. I think he's just looking for a good shot, and Vogt got caught outside dribbling a little bit too much instead of passing the ball. Upper Sandusky's trying to get the 5-second count closely guarded on them.
McMichael will inbound. Goddard breaks free and he feeds Connor McMichael. Connor working with the left hand, spins out of trouble. Now he's back at it. Oh, they're gonna get a slap on the arm. But once again, he left that pivot foot before the whistle was blown. You could definitely call that a travel. But Crawford keeps possession.
As long as he's in motion to make the pass, they're going to kind of look the other way, I believe, in something like that.
Here's Vogt weaving his way. Now working head of the key, 2-minute warning. Connor steps to grab it, lost it. Montgomery with the takeaway. Up the floor, Montgomery lays it up off the window and in. Brock with the steal in the basket.
I don't think Coach Sheldon wants Payne DeGray or McMichael to handle the ball outside, and that's what Upper Sandusky wants to do, force them to have the ball.
McMichael drives inside, now kicks it back to Vogt. 2-point ball game with 90 seconds to go. 38-36 Crawford. Crawford trying to move to 3-0. Rams looking for their first win. Rams just one game so far, a loss to Willard. Crawford beating Northmore and Crestline. Goddard pushed. And a good job of selling. He was off balance, but definitely a little bit of a push by Brock Montgomery.
That's 4 on Montgomery, and again, they cannot afford to lose his shooting and leadership on the court.
Another timeout here at Crawford, 38-36. We'll take a break. You're listening to WQEL 92.7 FM.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Final minute 10 here from Crawford. N10 season opener between the Eagles and the Rams. Pressure put on Mike McMichael, and a foul's going to be called. And that's going to put him at the line with the new rules, John.
And here's where you take a little pressure off the shooter, because they know if they miss the first one, they got a second one instead of the old 1-on-1. So
first one on the way, McMichael wide right.
there you go, right there. But I'm not sure why there was a rule change. That's something I'm going to hope to find out before tomorrow night.
Yeah. Connor McMichael splits the pair.
So there you go. Instead of a 2-point lead, it's a 3-point lead. So Upper Sandusky don't have to panic, though.
Both teams 3 of 6 tonight, and now it's going to be a foul on Ryan McMichael as Holden Darris attacking the basket. He'll go to the line with 1:01.
Darris did what a senior should do. He attacked the basket, trying to get the Eagles in a bad defensive position, got the foul. Now the foul shooting is going to be important here in this last minute, because both teams are going to be playing very aggressive.
Darris first, up and good. Holden now with 15.
Both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
Second one, Holden makes it a 1-point game. Timeout, Jeff Winslow and the Rams. 39-38 here in North Robinson in the N10 season opener between the Rams and the Eagles. We'll be back on WQEL.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Minute 1 here from North Robinson. Eagles clinging to a 1-point lead, 39-38. They've led through much of this ball game. They get it on the inbound to Trevor Vogt, the senior. Pressure in the backcourt. Vogt, McMichael, Ryan lost his dribble, looking for help, finds Connor. Upper all over him, and Coach Sheldon will take another timeout. Nobody really coming to the aid of Connor McMichael.
Well, the problem was McMichael caught the ball with his back to his teammates, and right away Upper Sandusky put a trap line, so he wasn't able to pivot to look for an open player. Coach Shelton luckily had a timeout.
Now, what do you draw up here, John? Do you draw up something that's going to put your guys in position that you're going to try and back cut to score a basket on the inbound, or do you just want to get it in here and set up the offense?
Well, I believe you want to get the ball to your ball handlers, either Vogt or Goddard. Get DeGray, McMichael down in the post area, and let DeGray and McMichael make some plays outside. Try to get the ball inside to DeGray for an easy basket, but you don't want to shoot something quickly.
46-9 on the clock. Ryan McMichael will inbound. Vogt breaks free, steps in the backcourt to grab it. Pressure all over him. He's double teamed, no dribble. Payne to Gray steps up to help him out. Now to Goddard. Goddard trying to split the defense. Ball loose on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball.
It's going to be Upper Sandusky's ball.
Upper Sandusky with the arrow. 39-38. Eagles with a 1-point lead, but the Rams with the ball with 33 and a half to go.
Just a little bit too much dribbling by Goddard there.
Trying to do a little too much.
Too much, and he wasn't looking. He didn't have his head up looking for an open player, and they were able to get the double team on. Upper Sandusky's very athletic. They have basically five guards out on the floor, giving up a lot of height to the Eagles, but they got 5 athletic players out there, and they're double teaming every chance they can. Now we'll see what offensively if they get the ball to Darris inside.
It'll be Goddard, Vogt, the McMichaels, Payne to Gray. Cayman Isles, Brock Montgomery, Josh Heilman, Justin Heilman, and Holden Darris for the Rams. 30 seconds left. Across the timeline. Here's Heilman. Justin drives inside, kick to the corner to Isles. Back outside, Holden Darris with 22. Darris trailing by 1, gonna drive in, poked out from behind and out of bounds. We'll stay with the Rams with 17.9.
Trevor Vogt was beat by Holden Darris there, but he was able to get a hand on the ball and knock it out of bounds.
Timeout, Jeff Winslow and the Rams. They'll look to draw it up and try and win it here on the road in the N10 season opener. We'll be right back.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
Inbound play underneath by the Rams. Near side to Heilman, poked out from behind and a takeaway and a quick foul. Active hands get it done. Justin Heilman trying to drive inside, and some would call it bad defense, but a heads-up play. They let him blow by him, and then just the reach around poke out.
Heilman did the right thing. He was taking it to the basket. Might not be the person, though, that Coach Winslow wanted to take it to the basket. And just a great defensive play by the Eagles.
At the line, McMichael misses the first. Ryan McMichael, 2 for 2 from the line prior.
Big rebound here if the McMichael would miss.
14 and a half to play. Second one up, got it. 2-point game, 40-38. Inbound comes into Heilman, back to Darris. 10 seconds, he crosses the timeline. Darris looking to drive. Darris keeps it alive. Oh, he lost it. Vogt trying to sprint away. Isles fouls him with 2.6. Oh, goodness.
2 bad turnovers the last 2 possessions by the Upper Sandusky Rams after they fought back into this game. And then just too much dribbling, tried to do too much on their own. And Colonel Crawford's such a great defensive team.
Darris a little wild with his dribbles. And the active hand's able to slap it away. Vogt, though, misses the first free throw. Rams still alive. 2.6 on the clock. Trevor Vogt for Colonel Crawford at the free throw line. Vogt sets, shoots, missed them both. No timeouts, he's got to get rid of it. At the horn, no good, no shot. And the Eagles escape here at home. They win it 40-38 to open up the N10 conference play. What a game, John. It was a one-point game to close out the first. Crawford extended their lead to 10 at the break, 27-17, 34-25 at the end of the third, and just Upper Sandusky with no quit battled their way back in, but too little, too late.
Yeah, both coaches have to be very pleased with the effort their players made tonight. Just Upper Sandusky at the last minute or so of the game made a few mistakes after battling back and showed a lot of grit going into the fourth quarter there. Coach Sheldon has to be happy. His players were able to weather the storm, the comeback by the Rams. Anytime you can get a win against Upper Sandusky in the N10, you know, Coach Sheldon's going to be pleased. You know, and he's going to look at his players and he's going to, you know, tell them that it don't matter. You got to win. That's the key. On to the next game.
40-38, the final score here in North Robinson. The Eagles hold on. They move to 3-0, and the Rams drop to 0-2. Coming up, it's the Ken Standing Scene postgame show on WQEL 92.7 FM and WQEL.com.
Farmall. 100 years of can-do. 100 years of milestones. 100 years of family. Generation after generation, its legacy lives on. The one for all since 1923.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
with the N10 season opener. Colonel Crawford defeats the Upper Sandusky Rams 40-38. They move to 3-0, dropping the Rams to 0-2. And John, it was a tight first quarter. Colonel Crawford with a lot of momentum in the second. They took a 10-point lead into the break. Kind of held on to that in the third quarter. A little bit of a run by Upper Sandusky, but as we closed out the third, it was back to a 9-point lead, 34-25. And then Upper really put the heat on. They had no quit. Jeff Winslow's team was not going to give up here on the road. These battles between these two teams have been extremely intense over the last 7-8 years. And you know what you're going to get. Worth the price. First quarter alone was worth the price of admission. And then Upper almost getting the job done, almost with the comeback. They tied it up, but Crawford able to win it tonight 40-38. Free throw shooting, there wasn't a lot of them, but it came up clutch late. Timely turnovers by Upper Sandusky. But, man, what a game.
You got to give both teams credit. The Eagles in the fourth quarter got a little careless with the ball. Give Upper Sandusky credit for making the Eagles get a little panicky on their end, turnovers. But also give Colonel Crawford credit the last minute when Upper Sandusky had the ball twice inside and had a chance to either tie or go ahead and turn the ball over with the Eagles playing quick hands on defense. So I'm sure Coach Winslow's disappointed because they had their chance at the end of the game, and that's what a coach wants. And but, you know, he can take a lot out of this game. He saw a lot of good effort from his players. Coach Sheldon, I'm sure, is going to be happy getting a win at home early in the season, and the effort of his players.
Always a tough place to come and play. The Upper Sandusky Rams definitely with a little bit more experience coming into this ball game, but the way that Crawford answered the call, they weren't going to roll over in front of the home crowd. N10 opener. These guys stepped up big time. I mean, you got guys on this team, guys starting on this team that barely touched the varsity floor last year.
Yeah, and you got to remember they didn't have a preseason because they were all football players. So Coach Sheldon really didn't have a November with them. They basically had about 2 weeks, and they got right off and went in to play Crestline and Northmore, which Northmore is a very good, very solid team. So you know, you have to give those the Colonel Crawford players. You know they got smart players though. Trevor Vogt and Goddard and DeGray and McMichaels, they're all very intelligent players out there, and they're very well coached, as you can tell. And you know, and I think Upper Sandusky a little disappointed with the letterman they have back this year, the 5 lettermen, with the Darius being a 4-year letterman going into this year. But I'm sure Coach Winslow's been around a long time. He'll meet with them tomorrow, get them back on track.
You're listening to WQEL 92.7 FM, WQEL.com, and the Ken Standing Seam post-game show. Phone Matt Studer today at 419-544-6275. If you're in need of a new roof, Matt's your guy and the only guy you want to call. Get a roof that's going to last a lifetime, improve the value of your home, and really, it's a stress-free roof. No matter what rolls your way, big snowstorm, big windstorm, no matter what it is, your trusted roof with Ken and Matt Studer at Ken Standing Seam. Give them a call, 419-544-6275. Let's go ahead and take a quick timeout. We'll be back with the final numbers and the McDonald's Q92 players of the game right after this.
He's going to send a line drive down the field. It'll be fielded on the bounce. That is Schieffer. Schieffer finds a hole at the center. Schieffer turns on the burners. Schieffer could go. He's at the 50, 45. He's got one man to beat. Schieffer with the ball in his left hand. He's going to take it to the house. Whitford opens up the second half with the kick return touchdown.
We are back now with our Spherion MVP, Payne DeGray. You had a great game tonight. I got to watch it from the student section, and you were a beast down in the paint. What was going through your head tonight?
Well, I mean, from last game, Northmore, I just had to finish better. I mean, my teammates were hooking me up on great passes, Connor McMichael, Ryan, Trevor. it was just fun tonight. Pulled out the win.
Yeah, you had 12 points tonight, 9 rebounds and 2 blocks. What coming into this game, what was the mindset? What were you thinking? You know, what did you have to get done?
I mean, we just had to out-tough the other opponent. We just kept going relentless to the boards, just kept going up strong. It was just fun.
And then, 3-0 now. What is going, what continues? What are you trying to fix? What's going good?
I mean, we handled the pressure really well tonight. Trevor was just harassed, and he just kept it strong in there. But I feel like we got to hit our foul shots better. We could have pulled that one out a lot easier, but it was, again, just our toughness and going to the board.
Lastly, if you want to look into the camera and shout out anyone, go ahead now.
I'd want to shout out the front row crew, the fans here tonight. It was a loud crowd. Braxton Baker and my mom and dad.
All right, thank you for your time. You had a lot of fans tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go ahead and run down tonight's final numbers, brought to you by Ken and Matt Studer at Ken's Standing Seam. First for Upper Sandusky, Holden Darris leading all scorers tonight with 16 points, had 2 rebounds. Justin Heilman with 8 points, 3 boards, 1 assist, 1 steal. Brock Montgomery, 6 points, 1 rebound, 2 steals. Josh Heilman had a rebound and a steal. Parker Osborne with 2 points, 1 rebound. Cayman Isles, 6 points, 1 rebound. For Colonel Crawford, Logan Goddard, 9 points, all on 3-pointers. He added 2 steals. Trevor Vogt, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Ryan McMichael, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Payne DeGray with 12 points, 9 boards, almost a double-double. He could have had a double-double. My stats certainly unofficial here on WQEL. Connor McMichael finishing with 5 points, 1 rebound. Lucas Foy with 1 rebound. Great job by the backcourt of Colonel Crawford. The athleticism, the ability to control pace of play. Upper tried to put the clamps on late, tried to get him in a half-court trap, 3/4 court trap, but Eagles able to get it done. Ball movement, extra passes being made, the unselfishness by the Colonel Crawford Eagles really could be a key tonight. If you wanted to highlight that, if you're writing an article, they did a great job of being unselfish, making the extra pass, getting the high percentage shot. Colonel Crawford comes out with the win, 40-38. Stay tuned. Coming up, it is the Friday night phone board. The Mr. Tim Byrie, Mr. Dane Kennedy coming up inside the phone board show, so you're going to want to stay tuned for that. 2 legends right there inside the phone board show coming up here in just a few minutes on WQEL. We'll take one more timeout. We'll be back in our McDonald's Q92 players of the game right after this.
Farmall. 100 years of can-do. 100 years of milestones. 100 years of family. Generation after generation, its legacy lives on. The one for all since 1923.